Hey everyone, welcome back to another video on Beyond Crazy. Today I'm back in Sedona, Arizona to revisit some of the trails that I walked the last time, but I'm able to experience in a whole other light. So I'm doing all of the trails up here, or not all of them, but a couple of them. I'm on the Adobe Jack Trail right now. I'm gonna show some clips of that, but we're not gonna be too much on the mountain biking because I'm gonna plan a pretty good cook for when I get back home. But yeah, enjoy. I know I am. Honestly, like getting to be out here, it's getting to see some areas that are only able to get seen by either locals or people willing to hike out miles or bike out miles into the wilderness. So I'm super glad that I'm able to share that all with you. That being said, let's roll. All right, quick panting break for you guys to take a look at all this scenery. Wow, wow, look at that. Look at those plants. Yeah.
What up? Sorry to interrupt this immaculate video, but all of the footage that Tristan got of his adventures are of the ground and the chassis of his bike, so we don't get to see any of it today. But I'm gonna do my best to recreate it for you guys, and I hope you like it. All right, so I hope that was super sick and you loved it. Awesome adventure, and let's get back to the video.
All right, I am back at my place. I'm gonna turn off the AC. Tori, I'm super appreciative that it did get fixed, but I have to turn it off for the film. I assume it's gonna turn off at some point. Anyway, so the first thing you're gonna do for this recipe is go ahead and preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm not sure what that is Celsius. Aston, help me out here. Yay! All right, so while the oven is preheating, I'm gonna take the time to prep out my feta. It's just going to be our block of feta, our cherry tomatoes, or sherry tomatoes, just depending on what you're using actually. And then it's going to be olive oil, salt, pepper, and then a little bit of the Italian seasoning. There we go. I'm going to also add a small amount additional olive oil to the top of the feta cheese, as well as a little bit of salt and pepper. Now that that's all prepped out, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait for my oven to preheat. Once it's done, I'm gonna go ahead and throw these in for about 35 minutes. It's gonna give me the perfect amount of time to get everything else ready. Let's go. While this is also running, start a large pot of hot water just to cook off the pasta. Any pasta is gonna work fine for this. I chose some little swirly boys. Boom. All right, so I've got my beautiful feta and tomatoes. I'm gonna go ahead and throw these in. It's gonna be 35 minutes. I've got my water rolling already to finish that pasta, and then I'm gonna show you a viral, what is this? A viral cucumber salad that I've seen recently that I've just gotta make, and I'm probably gonna end up remaking for crowd when I get back home. I'm gonna take a second away from the cook to tell you a little bit about today's video sponsor, Bluetti. Huge thanks to Bluetti and their team for sending us out this amazing power bank. This is a 2600 watt power bank. This is traditionally used for all outdoor use and overlanding, okay? This will power anything you can think to use nearly, okay? With 2,600 watts of power on the output, this is gonna have absolutely no problems blowing up mattresses, induction burners, doing things like that, doing anything that you can think to do outdoors. It's truly an outdoor build. It's made with automotive grade battery cells, meaning that this thing is going to last, whether you're recycling the battery properly or not. I am planning on throwing this inside the back of the truck and letting it live there for the rest of its life, I promise you. So let me tell you a little bit more about the actual Bluetti itself. Come on. I was fortunate enough to get this Bluetti sent to me by the Bluetti team. Thank you so much once again. This unit absolutely blows me away. Let me tell you why. Like I said, the Bluetti is made with automotive cells, meaning it's going to last, as well as this super durable outdoor construction. I am a huge snob for things that are built properly, and I will say that I feel like this thing can take a beating. I'm gonna try to keep it as nice as possible, don't get me wrong, but I feel like it could take it if I gave it. This Bluetti is going to feature an array of different ports and everything, and access ports that you're able to connect to, as well as a DC PV import, which is good for most of your standard solar panels, as well as onboard truck power. There we go, sorry about that. But I can't tell you how stoked I am about this. I've used it only a couple times now because I just got it, but I charged my GoPro as well as my phone off of it. It didn't even do like a percentage. I'm telling you, this thing is heavy duty and it's going to charge your stuff 100 times over with zero problems whatsoever. I'm gonna kick it on right now and show you a little bit of what it's capable of, but I'm telling you, this thing is capable of 10 times more than what I'll probably ever put it through. Let me tell you about the Bluetti. I was sent the Elite 200 version. Like I said, this was able to put out 2,600 watts, meaning induction cookers, side refrigerators, fans, everything, you name it. I actually pulled out a fan right now. I'm gonna be running this fan majority of the summer camps that I do, just because I love to camp. I love to camp when it's hot. I don't necessarily love when it's hot. And thanks to the Bluetti Elite 200, I'm able to run the fan all night and not even worry a little bit about the power. What I love most about this unit has to be the control panel. It shows you absolutely everything. What's coming out, how much you have left, how long it's gonna take to charge when you have it plugged in. It shows you everything you need to know, nothing that you don't need to know, and it is fantastic. And it comes inside a super clean form factor. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, I apologize for the noise, but that is because I am able to run a full-size box fan off of the Elite 200 here. I have a GoPro, an iPhone 16, a set of AirPods, as well as a full-size fan running. And you can see right here on this display screen, like I was talking about before, you can see everything that's coming out. So right now you can see that it's balancing right now between 70 and 71 watts of output. Screen just goes to sleep there. And not only that, it gives you an estimate of time of how long you're going to be able to run everything that you're running at that given time, which I think personally, it's one of the most practical tools that, let me unplug that, it makes it a little easier to listen. I think it's one of the most practical tools as far as what you're able to get out of a battery, because I think it's the most misleading thing when you read all these numbers and you see all these things and you don't know how long they're actually going to run for. I love an estimated time of how long it's going to run for. So with that fan in, you saw that it was approximating about 23.5 hours of running and charging all of these devices and running that fan on max. And that's incredible to me, especially for something so compact, so heavily duty built. Is that even a way of saying that? So heavy, yeah, so heavy duty in construction, let's just say that. And like I said, I could not be more happy with the Elite 200. It is insane. Okay, so I know I didn't show a cook this time around with the Bluetti Elite 200, but I promise you that I definitely will, because this has become a part of my EDC for overlanding and outdooring in general. This is an absolutely amazing unit. Thank you so much to the Bluetti team, sorry about that, for sending us out this unit. We really do appreciate it. And if you are interested in getting your own Bluetti, go ahead and check the description below and you'll see a link to get yours today. Thank you. Perfect. Now that I've got everything set up for my cucumber salad, I'm gonna break down 2 large cucumbers into a large bowl. I'll show you why I'm doing such a large amount in just a second, but as thin as you can is the best. Next up, red onion, same exact way. I'm gonna show you how to julienne an onion. It's just matchsticks, honestly. I'll show you how to do it right now. All right, I'll keep this quick and simple because I know everyone probably already knows how to do this. All right, so ordinarily speaking, cleaning an onion means taking the top, the bottom, slicing it in half, and the taking off of the skins. Okay. We'll just work with a half for now. So with this, ordinarily speaking, for the julienne cut, you'd peel off all of the layers and you would make sure that you're able to get exact cuts for each layer, making them almost look like matchsticks. I'm not going to do that, okay? You can get nearly the same exact cut from just cutting, go ahead and clean the onion, put it face side down, and you can get nearly the same exact cut just by going super, super thin against it. Also, when you're cutting and you get to this exact point, do yourself and everyone else a favor, just take it and turn it. It's gonna be just like the way it was when you started it, except for your cuts are gonna come out twice as clean. It's gonna be perfect. Next up is your scallions or your green onions, whichever you prefer. And you guessed it, thinly sliced. I've got those red onions and those cucumbers added to my container. Sorry, there you go. I'm gonna go ahead and thinly slice my green onions and add those as well. Bro. Eston, I have literally dropped 2 of these carrots into my garbage can next to the cutting station. Fallen soldiers. In the arms of the angels. That's stuck in my head now. Now that I've got my scallions, my red onion, and my cucumber inside my tub here, I'm gonna go ahead and thinly slice up some carrot and add some avocado as well before I add any of the sauce. The avocado, I will hold off on adding that too until it's already shaken up, just because I feel like the integrity of the avocado is like lost when you shake it up, and I'm not trying to make guac. So I want nice little pieces of avocado in there, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the carrots, show you the sauce, shake it all up, and then add the avo. Oh, I did this wrong. All right, recover. I'm also going to take this time I'm going to just chop up some of this Nova salmon that I got from the local bashes. It's only about 6 ounces. It's not going to be very much, but it's still going to add that extra little bit of flavor that I'm looking for. Kind of frustrated with myself, but it's okay. get yourself some sriracha. I'm gonna list everything that you're needing for this recipe down below so that you don't end up like me, but please make sure you have everything before, or it's going to be a huge pain in the neck. And maybe or may not, you might have to make a YouTube video about making this recipe, and it's gonna be super annoying, but you're gonna roll with it. Let's go. Perfect, I am back with the sriracha from the store. I'm gonna show you what to put into the salad to make it complete. I'm gonna start the water back up. I didn't have it rolling while I was gone, just safety and whatnot. But I'm gonna start the pasta up right now and hopefully throw everything together right at the same time. Let's do it. We're gonna start with our rice vinegar. It's going to be 4 tablespoons of rice vin. Followed by our QP mayo. It's going to be double whatever you use for your rice vin. Followed by your sriracha, freshly bought from the store. Everything bagel seasoning. Soy sauce. And then we're going to do 2 tablespoons of garlic chili. This is going to give it a lot of depth of flavor as well as a little bit of spice. Touch of salt. And now we're going to shake the crap out of it. Wow. So many things running through my head right now. Does it taste good so far? One sec. This is so good. Look at this. Salad this good, you can't even be mad about all that. But seriously, don't do all that if you're gonna make this at home. This is gonna be a pain. All right, now that my pasta's done cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and strain off the water. I'm gonna smash all those cherry tomatoes and I'm gonna add everything together. It's gonna be beautiful, just wait. Look at that. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and combine the two. Awesome. This is just about done. What I'm going to go ahead and do now is just thinly slice a couple of pieces of basil. It's going to really add that light element to it. Alright. I'm ready to top this pasta. Boom. Look at that. Don't get me wrong, I am a huge component of like strong recipes, elegance, many steps and everything, but there is something about just a purely good pasta. This is fantastic. I really hope that everyone gets the chance to try this for themselves at home. All right, I just wanted to thank everyone who took the time to watch my video today to find out how to make this pasta and this cucumber salad. Thank you so much. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, do your thing on your side so I can do my thing on mine. I know it makes Kraz happy, and which makes me happy. So I love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you.